What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Wesley from AK Nation TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. So, Walking Dead. So, probably like you guys, you haven't been as excited for the return of The Walking Dead. Me, I feel that. I've not been as excited for the return of Walking Dead. That's why it took me 3 freaking episodes to do a review. This particular season started off great, but it feels like they're force-feeding us this idea that now Rick is back and everything's great. I think what I loved so much about The Walking Dead in the beginning was that it was always story-driven, character-driven, and it gave us some enthusiastic action on the side of the good people. Ever since season 7, season 6 was kind of lukewarm, but ever since season 7, the introduction of Negan not only has made me feel like fuck The Walking Dead, but it's also made you guys feel that way too, because ratings have declined since the introduction of Negan. And this last particular episode, only 8-point-some-odd million of you tuned in. Walking Dead is used to receiving 17 million views, 16, 15 million viewers. No, it's not happening. And I think the biggest reason for that is because, yes, we're getting the all-out war, but we're getting the substance. We're missing the substance. And it's like, okay, Wes, you wanted war. Now you got the war. Rick is winning. Okay, great. But it's like, where is the meat and potatoes? Where is Michonne? 4 freaking episodes of no Michonne? 4 freaking episodes of no Carl? Really? 4 freaking episodes of no... us not seeing what's happening in Alexandria. Us not getting that what we love so much, and quite frankly what's really been holding the show, the character stories and development of these particular personalities. That's what's been holding the show, because the formula of them having to go to war, good people versus bad people, they have to struggle, someone dies, then they're victorious at the end. Like, okay, the formula is done. I really think they need to hurry up with this fucking crossover that they're going to do with the Fear of the Walking Dead cast, or they need to come across some very specific or special zombies that require you to do something else. Because this formula, we kill the bad guy, we build a town, bad guys interrupt us. We kill the bad guy, we find a new town because the other one's outrun. Like, it's old. It's 8 seasons of the same shit. We need some new shit. I want them to go through an entire season of not having to defend their home or leave their home and find a new one. It's getting aggravating. And then the governor, Negan type villains, like, come on, like, I'm over it. I'm completely and utterly over it. But this particular episode entitled Some Guy, which I'm glad that it is entitled, well, I'm not glad that it's entitled that, but it definitely points to the dude that no one freaking knows. Okay, before I get to him. Ezekiel, Dreadhead, Wagwan. So he wakes up, right, underneath his people, that he's so kind of like, he's so Bill Cosby with his speeches. We are one. We are one. No, y'all are done. That's what y'all are. Y'all are done. Everybody is dead. And when he wakes up, he's coming out and he's like, so dramatic. And all you see, all I see, is these big ass holes in these people, and I'm like, ain't none of these people surviving. And you better hurry up and get up, because all these people are gonna become zombies real soon. You hear me? And so I'm like, where's Carol? Where's Carol? That's all I care about. I don't care about Ezekiel. Ezekiel has not won himself into me, because he's a phony, he's a fake, he's a fraud. He was a phony and fake from the beginning when he introduced himself. Wherefore art thou? I am the majesty. I am the king. No, you're a zookeeper, okay? The only star in this whole kingdom is freaking Shiva, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Ezekiel gets out of all these dead bodies. He's promised all these people that they're going to return. We've not lost one person. Oh my God. No, you lost them all, okay? All of them. They're gone. So his foot is done. His foot is, I don't know if it got shot. I don't know if it got trampled on. I don't know. I don't know, them big ass bullets. I don't know what happened to his foot, his ankle, but his ankle is done. He's lost it. He's seeing all of these bodies on the floor. Then they start making zombie noises and they start coming after him. He can't really go nowhere. He's trying to fight them off, but he can't really. Then all of a sudden this nerd looking guy comes. I swear this had to be some Walking Dead fan or something. This was not someone that they got from a casting company of actors. I don't know who this dude was, but he freaking sucked. He was horrible. It was disgusting watching him, and I actually fast forwarded through his scenes because he wasn't talking about shit. All he was talking about was how he was going to get him back to Negan and blah, blah, and he seemed to have known everything about Rick and Maggie and Ezekiel and everybody, but we never saw his face a day in our lives. Who the hell is this dude? Why are we wasting our time and energy with this fuckboy? Why? I couldn't figure it out. Ezekiel couldn't figure it out, but he couldn't even do nothing to save himself. He looked like a lost lamb, a lost puppy, a lost kitten in a tree. He looked so defeated, it was terrible. He looked worse than, well, no, nobody looked worse than Rick when he was groveling on his knees. Nobody looked worse than that. But he was damn near close. He was like in between Morgan, Ezekiel, and Rick. That's what it was. And I'm like, okay, like, what are we going through this again for? Like, if we don't know who Ezekiel is by now, like, I feel like Gimple keeps putting us through these catastrophic moments to build character. And it's like, okay, we had a whole season of him where he could have did that already. We don't need for him to build any more character. Okay, yeah, we need to deal with the realization of war and all that, which is great. But why are you introducing us to this guy, this nameless guy? And if they said his name, I really could care less because his acting freaking sucked. Why are we watching him? And why is he acting like he's going to be a prominent name or a prominent character after all of this? And like, it just, all of that made no sense. Then we get to Carol, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Can we save this fucking episode? Like, this episode is trash. Can we save this? And Carol, she's sneaking up into where the machine gun was or whatever. And, you know, she's silent and she's ready and she's doing her thing. And I'm just uber excited about it. And I'm like, okay, Carol, a character that we know, a character that we care about, a character that's going to give us some shit. She goes in. She disappears. The guys come in, and then when we saw her, she was like backed up in the corner. I'm like, okay, but she ain't about to get got. Carol ain't about to get got. What you mean? It's not about to happen. It ain't about to happen, Gimple. You better cut it out. So the dude comes in, and they come in like from both sides or whatever. Then all of a sudden, pop, 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 pop. She shoot them, but she shoots them through the roof. Chick is bad. You hear me? Chick is bad. You hear me? And so I'm excited about that part. She comes down. Then the guys come from behind. They start bucking at her. Of course, they're not going to get Carol. Stop it. You're not going to get her. What do you mean? She exists. She gets out of the way. Somehow she maneuvers to get behind the guys. As they come out, she's behind them. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how she did that, but she did it though. This is Carol. And so she tries to attack and all of that, and they fail. It's like 17 fucking minutes of machine guns going back and forth. No one has lost ammo yet for whatever reason. And then Carol comes out and she's like, I'm unarmed. She throws a handgun at them. But I'm like, don't y'all know this girl had a machine gun? Her throwing a handgun don't mean shit. Where's the machine gun? She's like, I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. Let's strike a deal. I'm like, okay, girl, I see you. People really don't think that you're still about shit. I don't know why when you just murdered quite a few of them up there and came from the roof. They still allowing you to speak. You would have got bucked out on sight. How is she behind us? She wasn't behind us 2 minutes ago. Carol would have got bucked out on sight. But, you know, we got to stretch this long-ass, worthless episode out. Thank you, Carol, for giving us something to look at. And so, you know, she exchanging info with them. She's like, did you see that Toys R Us store down the street? They still have some great toys and stuff that we can loot from them. Let's join forces and go get a caravan and go, you know. And I'm like, oh, they ain't talking about shit. They ain't talking about shit. And then on the flip side, we see freaking Ezekiel and Jerry. Before that happened, Jerry saved us and killed the hell out of that jerkwad that was talking about shit that I don't even know who he was, but his mouth, it was something about his mouth. I was like, can he close his mouth? It was just like, It was just like not a smile, but it was like opened. And I'm like, he's not even saying anything. Why is his mouth open? And they kept focusing on his frame. I'm like, who was the casting company that hired this dude to play this role? It was the worst. And then he got chopped up. I was like, yes, I think that was the biggest scream in this entire episode, called Some Guy. Like, come on, Scott Gimple, really? Or the writers, whoever was responsible for this fuckboy episode. Jerry comes in and he's like, Your Majesty, we have to save you. Wherefore art thou? And I'm like, okay, this is some shit. Like, he's not a king. He's not. Carol gives up on dealing with these people because she wants to save Ezekiel and Jerry. So she goes save Ezekiel and Jerry. The guys escape in the truck. Unbeknownst to them, Rick and freaking Daryl are nearby. Carol hears the motorcycle vroom, vroom, vroom. And she's like, oh, we ain't got to worry about it. They about to get got. Sure enough, you better have confidence in your people. Carol been with these motherfuckers for 7, 8 seasons. She better have confidence when she hear a motorcycle. She don't think it's Negan's people. She know. She know it's freaking Daryl's motorcycle. I swear, Daryl and Carol just need to make... No, not really. Yeah, they do. They just need to make love and just make it happen. Wouldn't that be a better situation if Carol was the ruler of the hilltop and Daryl was the... If Carol was the queen and Daryl was the king, and then you have Michonne as the queen of Alexandria and Rick Grimes as the king? Come on now. Come on now. And then the kingdom, Maggie could have took the kingdom, but Glenn not. That would have been, ooh, that would have been the best. If Glenn survived and it was Maggie and Glenn in one thing, Carol and Daryl in another thing, and Rick and Michonne, come on, what? That would have saved the whole thing. I'm telling you, ever since they killed Glenn, it ain't never been the same, and they gave Negan all his gold and high power and all this powerful strength and all this shit. And look at this now, 8 million viewers. Anyways. The high-speed chase was cool. A little on the corny side, but it was cool. You know, I think we need an episode of Daryl. Like, Daryl just does not give a fuck anymore. We need an episode dedicated to Daryl. We need an episode dedicated to Carol. And we need an episode dedicated to Michonne and what the fuck is going on with them. Scott needs to focus on the people that we know. All these no-name, like, you know, what was his name? Eric or whatever. Aaron's boyfriend dying, like... Nobody really cared about that. Nobody shed a tear. I know what we did care about though. So, you know, Rick and Daryl, they stopped the truck, they killed the dude. Daryl is talking mad shit, he said to Rick, you look terrible. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what's going on? You look ridiculous. It took you that long to get this car to stop. Daryl ain't playing no games. And Rick is like, oh, okay, well, my bad. Let's go see if he's still alive. Daryl was going to do that already. I'm surprised Daryl ain't shooting no arrow at him already. Because Rick tripping. So then we fast forward to dealing with, what's the name? Jerry, Ezekiel, and Carol. They carrying this lamp around all over the place. He's defeated. He's lost. You would have thought he got castrated, how ridiculously sad his face looks. Then they come to this muddy area with all these nasty looking zombies, and the worst thing they could have possibly done. Now, okay, here's my thing, because this is the whole episode. Here's my thing. Scott Gimple, I know you want to focus on these unnecessary ass characters. Like the king, Ezekiel is an unnecessary ass character. Like he really is. He's giving me the vibe that Gabriel gave me in the beginning when he was a bitch. And now I love Gabriel, and now he's stuck with this fuckwad Negan. But this King Ezekiel, he's pointless. It's worthless. This whole episode is pointless. But where y'all fucked up, Scott Gimple, and this is where a lot of the Game of Thrones, they always fuck up. Y'all sit here and y'all make us fall in love with these fantastical characters. We know it's a computer graphic on my motherfucking screen. We know Shiva ain't real. We already know this. There's no way that she was going to be listening to your ass and allowing all these people to survive and walk around her out in this fucked up ass world. There's no way it's going to work. I like the fantasy aspect of it. Y'all brought it to us. Y'all need to keep this shit fucking going. Don't have me sit here and believe y'all they got this tiger and this shit just sitting here just chilling and she saved the day. The last episode fucking saved the day at the war, and then y'all just gonna kill this bitch off so that the King Ezekiel, this punk ass fool, can get character development and become whatever he's planning to fucking become. Don't nobody care about that shit. What should have happened and what would have saved this episode is if Sheba would have came in and saved the day. Allowed them to get up that hill and joined them and walking back to the motherfucking thing. Now we're gonna have to sit here and worry about episodes after this of this dude feeling bad for himself. He lost Sheba, he lost all the people. Now he has no hope. Now Carol's gonna have to try to make him feel fucking better. Don't nobody want that whack ass storyline. I don't even know why they, oh my God, listen. Don't nobody want that whack ass storyline. I don't want that whack ass storyline. I'm sure y'all don't want that whack ass storyline. The viewers, the 8 million motherfuckers that tuned in, don't want that whack ass storyline. Y'all keep fucking up. Y'all sitting here talking about we got another 100 more episodes coming. Of what? What are y'all? Of what? I don't read the comics, but of what? What's happening? I think y'all so codependent on these fucking comics that y'all ain't doing y'all own shit no more. I mean, okay, in this crossover bullshit, first of all, the only one that I really care to cross over is Madison. She's the only relevant character. All the other characters are washed. I love the daughter. But honestly, I done left that show 2 episodes into the last season. I left it. I don't know what the hell happened. They was then fighting Native Americans, and then I don't know. Then one dude died, and the son killed the father of the people where they were staying at. And now the daughter fucking the white heartthrob looking. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that story. I can care less. But Madison and the daughter needs to meet up. But then when they meet up, what's gonna happen? They all gonna join forces and fight another villain? Are we gonna get another Negan? They need a whole refresh course of The Walking Dead. They really do. It's getting monotonous. It's getting aggravating to watch. It's just dumb. It really is. It really is. All these introduction of these new characters, these new plot lines, these new stories is whack. It doesn't make sense to me. 8 million people agree. Or the other 8 million that used to watch with the now 8 million agree. Y'all not holding our attention no more. Y'all keep throwing stupid shit at us and expecting us to eat it for character development's sake, and these characters ain't fucking developing. Like, how you not know how to be in this world, King Ezekiel, so it take you to lose all your squad members and a fantasy-ass creature for you to develop your character? Child, ain't nobody got time for this dumb-ass shit. Let me know what y'all think about The Walking Dead, this particular episode. I'm pissed about it. And I'm surprised I'm still doing reviews. But I love The Walking Dead, though. I do. But they fucked up killing Sheba ass off. They fucked up. Scott, you fuck it up. Only 8 million of us watching. You fuck it up. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Peace.